Congratulations to you for being here and bringing your athletes. Thank you for supporting the meet. I think it's going to be a great meet. I know we're going to make that happen. There are a couple of people who are in large part responsible for this facility and for the conduct of this meet and how well it's been assembled. And I want to mention right at the start Linda McKee, who is our facilities director, and Luke Day, our meet director. You'll be hearing from both of them in a little while. But by all means, if you get a chance while you're here, make sure you extend your thank you to them. Juries. Eligibility jury. The official will be Ann Lever. Coach will be Jason Turcott. Athlete is Nick Zito from Illinois. And the technical jury is Edie Mueller from South Dakota, Bill Rose from Southern California Swimming, and Megan Burns from Nation's Capital. And that pretty much concludes all I have to say to you, except, again, thank you for being here and welcome. Let me say this. Everyone who is a part of this meet is a can-do person. So if there's anything you need at any part of this competition that's not, any of your needs not being met, make sure you let someone know that. Because I'm telling you, we'll make it happen, okay? Let me introduce to you your meet referee for the competition, Amy Hopenrath.
Good evening. We're just real thrilled that we didn't get snow. We got rain instead, so that's a good thing. As we get going, I'd like to introduce our leadership team of officials for you. Our admin is John Heister, and our assistant admin is Tony Storr from Midwestern. These are the guys that if you have any scratches for tomorrow, you'll need to get them in 15 minutes after the conclusion of the meeting tonight. Our team lead starter is Denise Wapasnik. Valerie Gibson is a starter. Eric Peterson is a starter. And Gail Ann Witzel will be starting also. Our deck refs are Scott Powell, Jeff Raker, Mickey Smythe, and Bob Vincent. Our team lead CJ is Mike Urbanowitz. Our other CJs will be Jack Campbell, Dana Covington, Colleen Gillen, Paul Jones, and Jan Van Wingen. I blew it. I promised him I wouldn't blow his name, but I did. So let's try to keep this meeting as short as possible, but I do want to go through some of the technical rules with you and let you know some of the things we will be doing. We will be using flyover starts and prelims. So FYI on that. We just learned today that we are going to be able to get backstroke ledges in for the events on Friday and Saturday. Actually, the facility did some great moving around today and pulled some strings. They're going to get them in overnighted today. They will be putting some in the diving well as soon as they come in so people can practice with them tomorrow as soon as they get here. We'll have them in the diving well. Friday, we'll have them in some of the lanes during warm-ups. So the protocol for the backstroke ledges will basically be your athletes will be responsible for putting the wedge in the water and adjusting it the way they want. After the start of the race, the officials will remove the wedge from the pool so that the athlete can get a clear turn and finish. So reminder, we will be circle seating the top 3 heats, but now in the 400s, we'll be circle seating just the top 2 heats. So that's just kind of an FYI. Swim-offs. We really would like to conduct the swim-offs in the morning session. So before you leave, please check. We do realize that we may have some opportunities with the flighting. So if we have to, we may have to conduct some before the evening session, but that's not a preference. Distance events, top heat will swim in finals. Then after prelims, it's fastest to slowest alternating, women then men. When you positively check in, please make sure that you mark AM or PM because the top 8 swimmers who choose finals will be the ones who will swim in finals. So if your athlete is in the top and chooses to swim in the morning, they need to make sure they mark that. Athletes will be must and provide their own timers. So the other thing we want to remind you is the order of events for finals. So the evening session, we will be flighting that also. So we'll be swimming the B final first, then the A final for all the events. Then we're going to start over again and do the C final and the D final. So just a reminder there. Also, if you have an athlete who gets a FINA junior world record, we would love it if you remind us or kind of help us tick it. That will help us tremendously so we can make sure we get paperwork done for that. Also, if you have a master swimmer who gets a record, we really need you to bring that to our attention, bring the documentation to us, and we'd be happy to get the paperwork filled out for you. Parades, yes, sir. And night, no. We'll go straight into the, Yes, it will be. Yeah. Because we don't have relays, usually we put the relays in between the flights in the evening, but there are no relays at this meet, so we'll go straight into that. Parading. A finals will be paraded. So if your athlete is in, the parading staging area, is by the clerk of the course. For the 50s, though, the parade staging area will be at the 50s start end by the lifeguard office. So it will be marked. There's no award ceremonies. So however, your athletes in arena may ask for pictures of the top 3. Compliance by the athlete is not mandatory. It's up to them what they want to do. So some reminders about the scratch policies and procedures. Deadlines for tomorrow are 15 minutes after the conclusion of this meeting, and it will be at 6:30 for the remainder of the meet. Scratching from finals is 30 minutes after the conclusion of the event. We will have doping control. Remember that FINA rules consider in-competition testing to begin 12 hours before the competition starts and continue through the end of the entire competition. Again, if you have an athlete who gets a junior world record, please make sure that they come see us so we can make sure that they get their doping tests done, okay? Warm-up procedures, we need to remind you about this, but it's first entry, except for in designated lanes, and violations may result in a disqualification in the next event. So one of the things, too, I want to talk about the timelines for this event and the meet. We are going to flight. We're going to flight just Thursday and Friday, okay? Saturday will not be flighted because of the distance events. So on Thursday, the A flight will conclude at 11:11. The B flight will conclude at 12:55. On Friday, the A flight will conclude at 11:43, and the B flight will conclude at 1:09. And on Saturday, the prelim session will conclude around 11:39 and distance at 1:49. Remember, these are pre-scratch, so there may be a little bit of variation. Yes, sir? No, there's none. None planned. Because of these timelines, good news is that we will have time for time trials. So we'll have time trials every day. However, with Friday, the session finishing, Saturday, the session finishing at 2, we'll only offer about an hour of time trials on Saturday. So if you do have athletes that want it, it would be preferable to try to get them into Thursday or Friday. Each time trial will begin 20 minutes after the conclusion of the prelim session. We will be offering 50s in stroke at time trials. So breast, back, and fly also. We will offer them, they will follow the 50 freestyles. So we'll do all the 50s at once. We will, In order to enter a time trial, we're only going to be accepting time trials for the day of, and they will be open from 7:30 a.m. to 11 a.m. So that about concludes the technical aspects of this meet. Do we have any questions? Yes, sir. Just the top 2 heats and the 400s, yes. The new FINA rules now state that on events 400 and above, we only circle seed the top 2. Any other questions? Great. I'm going to turn it over to the facility staff now. Luke?
All right, guys. Well, as we've said, welcome to Minneapolis. Hopefully, many of you have been here before. Sorry about the rain, but it's better than last year when it was 3 degrees below zero on opening day, so we'll be happy for that. I'm going to roll through some of the boring basics here. Of course, no glass containers allowed in the aquatic center. Can't hear me? All right. Basic stuff, no glass containers in the aquatic center, and no smoking. If there is an incident in the water, the lifeguard will make the rescue, so coaches, please refrain from assisting. We do have 2 athletic trainers on staff throughout the day, Aaron and Emily, over there in the corner, so go see them for ice, any other small injuries that you need. They'll also be able to direct you to Boynton Health Center, or if you have a major medical injury, they'll assist you in the proper route to get there. Parking, unfortunately, this weekend there's quite a few events going on campus. You should have all received a campus map in your welcome packets that have some of the lots. One of the go-to lots is lot 37 on the north side of Mariucci. That's going to be $4 a day exit and entry. But unfortunately, as you'll see, we have the high school prep bowl going on all day Friday at TCF and all day Saturday at TCF Bank Stadium, the football stadium. Women's basketball, women's hockey, men's hockey on Saturday. It's a busy weekend, so please give yourselves a little bit extra time getting to campus, and then take advantage of the light rail if you're on the light rail line as well. The building will be open tomorrow morning at 6:30 a.m. and it'll be open at 6:30 for the whole meet, and the pool will open at 7. So you guys will be able to get in at 6:30, do your warm-ups and stretches, and then the pool will open at 7 o'clock. We will have lifeguards on at that point. The hospitality room, most of you have probably found it. Yeah. Oh, where's that? In the meet information? Oh. Oh, a request. 6 a.m. for wake-up swims. Unfortunately, the answer is going to be no. If we can get the pool open at 6:30, if our lifeguard staff, which is going to be here at 6:15 to get bleachers down, we'll get them on the pool right away at 6:30. 6:30. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. The Dan McAllen rule. We'll make that a note for next time. Hospitality room is located in the lower level of the rec center. Follow through the dry tunnel. We've got signage taking you through there. It's outside the venue, but is a pretty large space, and that is on the pool maps that you all should have received as well. But we've got extra copies up here. Follow the signage to find that. Michelle Larson will be our meet manager. If you need her, talk to her, or we'll also have John as our admin official. She'll be in meet management at that center computer. Wi-Fi is available throughout the facility. Unfortunately, it's not great. UMN guest is the network to use, and you'll have to enter in your email to get on there. It's going to be busy, but unfortunately, that's the best that we can do for Wi-Fi. Awards ready, race ready, as Amy mentioned, will be over on the northeast corner of the pool deck by meet management, and the 50 free will be down by the lifeguard office. We'll have those marked as well, and those are on the pool maps for you. Registration will be open until 6:30 tonight, so if you haven't made your way over there, please do and pick up your registration packets. Otherwise, we'll have them sitting at the volunteer check-in area in the morning, and they'll be there throughout the week, but all of you are already here, so you shouldn't need that. Results will be posted underneath the scoreboard, as well as upstairs in the lobby. We'll be keeping all results tucked inside those mailboxes, too, over in front of meet management, so if you're looking for results from the previous night or 2 nights previous, we'll have all of those in those mailboxes by meet management. We'll also have a $5 rec center pass for any coaches. So do we have a question back there? Yes, we will. Meet Mobile, and they'll also be online. USA Swimming has the link. It'll be through Gopher Sports. We'll have live results going. So $5 rec center for any coaches who want to use the rec center. Just show your credential to the front desk, and they will let you in. It's a beautiful new facility, so please take advantage of it if you would like to. Massage area, if you have massage therapy personnel who are looking for a spot, use the diving well around there. There's plenty of space to get tucked away on a first come, first served basis. And then finally, just want to thank DP Dough for dinner. Hope you guys enjoyed some calzones. Please take some on the way out. It looks like we got plenty left as well. Question? Well, yes, we'll have the pool open at 6:30. We'll have guards on so you guys can hop in the water at then. We'll have bleachers down by then, so I don't think that'll be any problem at all. Okay? Everybody good on that? We'll get that update too when we send out the minutes for all the other coaches who aren't present. All right, any questions for me? Thanks, guys. Welcome. Have a great meet. I don't know that there's anybody else who's speaking at this, so please grab some food on the way out. Amy, anything to add?